So if you find this sleep story helpful or interesting, then give it a thumbs up, leave any comments that you've got below, and if you aren't already, subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so you can receive notifications of when future sleep stories go live. I have dozens and dozens of stories already on my channel that you can go and search. I also release new stories every single week, so I hope you enjoy this story.
So as you listen to me and begin to comfortably fall asleep, you can take a moment to allow your eyes to close. And with your eyes closed, as you drift comfortably asleep, I don't know whether you'll fall asleep faster with the sound of my voice, or whether it'll be with the spaces between my words. And as you drift comfortably asleep, I'm just going to tell this guided meditation in the background. And this is a guided meditation about you. And you go to bed one night, and you lie down in bed. And as you lie in bed, so you can hear sounds around you. And some of those sounds just drift over you and drift away. Other sounds grab your attention for a moment. You can notice the weight of any covers on you. You can notice how you're lying there, listening along to the sounds. Noticing the way you're breathing. Noticing where your thoughts are at. And you just lie there, following the process of drifting and floating asleep, having your body drifting into relaxation, becoming stiller and stiller, having your mind drifting into relaxation. Then as you continue drifting and floating asleep, so you begin to dream. And you dream about arriving home. You dream about walking in your front door, going through your usual routine when you arrive home. And you can notice what your home looks like, what you see as you walk in the front door, colours of your walls, the colour of the floor, what it feels like to be walking on your floor. And you walk through your property. And you feel this sense of wanting to pay greater attention to your property. You recognise it as being where you live. But at the same time, you notice that there seems to be something different about this place now. And as you walk through your home, so you find a blank wall, and you run your hand gently over that blank wall. And as you run your hand gently over the wall, so all of a sudden you notice a doorway open up in the wall to a room you've never seen before. It may even be that you think this room would be impossible to be there, and yet here it is. And with curiosity you want to walk into that room, and you can see that in the middle of that room looks like the most comfortable chair you've ever seen. And you feel compelled to go and sit in that chair to feel how comfortable that chair is. And so you go into that room, you sit down in that chair, and as you sit down, so it feels so comfortable that you just feel compelled to close your eyes and relax into that chair. And while you relax in that chair, so you start to breathe in a relaxed way, breathing in to about 4 seconds, and then breathing out to about 7 seconds. Breathing in to about 4 seconds, and then breathing out to about 7 seconds. Noticing that rhythmic breathing and those longer out breaths are triggering the relaxation response within your body, helping you drift deeper into the experience, helping you become more relaxed. And you continue to breathe in that way, breathing in, counting to 4, breathing out, counting to 7, not even necessarily aware that you're counting. In the same way that there can be rhythm to music, and you know that rhythm plays out with a specific rhythm, but no one's necessarily consciously counting out that rhythm, but instinctively they're playing the rhythm. And so it is here that you may not necessarily be counting that breathing, but instinctively you can be counting along, extending those out breaths, breathing in and breathing out, relaxing deeper into that chair. And as you continue to breathe in that way, so you begin to notice things around you, with your eyes closed, relaxing in that chair, that breathing being automatic with those longer out breaths. And you almost instinctively start to think to yourself, I can notice the sound of, and then you notice a sound. And then you think to yourself, and I can notice the sound of, and then you notice a different sound perhaps around you. Then you think to yourself, I can notice the sound of, and you notice another sound, and you notice how your voice, your internal dialogue, is softening and relaxing as the facial muscles are relaxing, as the throat muscles are relaxing. Continuing in your mind to be thinking, I can feel, and then saying something you can feel. Perhaps I can feel what my legs are resting on. I can feel what my arms are resting on. I can feel what my back is resting on. The whole time, the muscles relaxing around the face, around the vocal cords, making the voice drop and become more relaxing, as the muscles are just softening and relaxing, as tension is releasing. And then continuing on, thinking to yourself, I can see, and then saying what's in your mind's eye. Perhaps just colours, shapes, shades, patterns. And then I can see, and then saying something else. And I can see, and saying something else. And all of this is happening as you rest in that chair, that a part of you is going through this process of being aware, of being in the moment. Just drawing your attention away from internal dialogue, away from uncontrolled chatter, to controlled and directed attention, to the sounds that you can hear, and then, after a few sounds, to the feelings that you can feel, and then, after a few feelings, to what you can see with your eyes closed, resting there. And you may say the same things over and over again, But as long as you're saying those things, you're not chatting about anything else in your mind, and you continue in this chair to drift and float and relax deeper and deeper inside your mind. And as this continues, so you start to notice that something about the sounds around you shifts and changes. And as those sounds shift and change, so you start to find that this chair transports, almost like to another level of a dream world, transporting to a vast stone room where sounds are more echoey. And your eyes are still shut while you're resting in that chair in this stone room, and yet you can hear that the room just sounds more echoey, even when there isn't really many sounds there. Just something about it gives you that feeling that you know it's an echoey stone room. And then you hear confident footsteps walking calmly towards you, and your eyes gently open in this stone room. And you see me walking calmly, confidently towards you, and then sitting in a chair near you. And then I ask you to close your eyes and begin to relax. And as you begin to relax, just take a moment to focus on the top of your head, focusing on what the top of your head feels like, and allow that awareness to go around the top of your head, around to being aware of what the back of your head feels like, following that awareness round to the front of your head, to what your forehead feels like, and then following that focus gently down from your forehead, around the eyes, and then around the eyes just having a sense of all those muscles around the forehead, the top of the head, the back of the head, around the eyes all the way back to the ears, and around behind the ears, just having a sense of those muscles softening, relaxing, drooping, almost like they're receiving just a gentle, soft massage, just relaxing those muscles, relaxing the muscles around those eyes, and then allowing that relaxation, that awareness to spread down to your cheeks and around your jaw, and being aware of your cheeks relaxing, your jaw relaxing, being aware of perhaps a warmth to the cheeks as the facial muscles relax, and then having that awareness begin to spread down the back of the head to the muscles at the top of the neck and the bottom of the head, and around the neck to the throat, and just having an awareness of those muscles softening and relaxing, just focusing on those muscles as they soften and relax, and then allowing that awareness to gently and softly spread down into the shoulders, softening as that awareness goes, almost like a comfortable shoulder massage, softening and relaxing those muscles, the shoulders slumping, the neck muscles slumping and relaxing, and with the shoulders slumping so the arms can get heavier and heavier, Many people spend their time with their shoulders up by their ears, and now's time to soften and relax and let those muscles hang down loose and limp. Then having a sense of moving that awareness down to the biceps, the triceps, down to the upper arm, relaxing those arms, and then relaxing down to the forearms, down into the hands. Almost like those arms just become loose and limp, perhaps feeling heavier than usual because of them feeling so loose and limp. The relaxation spreading down to each finger, so that if someone were to come in and pick up those arms would just drop loose and limp down beside you. And then having an awareness of that relaxation spreading down around the chest, the upper back, softening and relaxing, deepening the breathing, extending that breathing, relaxing through the entire upper body, and then relaxing down through the entire lower part of your body, relaxing down your lower back, relaxing down around your stomach, and through your body, through all the organs in your body, just allowing them to feel comfortable, removing any excess tension, and then allowing that relaxation to move down to the bottom, down to your thighs, around your upper legs, down to your calf muscles, around your shins, all the way down to the tips of your toes. And then after that relaxation has passed through the whole of your body, removing any tension, you can find that relaxation can continue flowing in through your mouth, down through your body, and that any stress or tension can flow out of your body and out through your mouth with each out-breath, so that you find yourself instinctively breathing in relaxation and comfort, and breathing out stress and tension. And you don't have to know how to do that, because a part of you can just instinctively know how. And then as that relaxation continues to cycle through your body, so you can begin to notice a comfortable, warm, healing light passing through your head, passing through every vein, every muscle, every fibre of your being, passing through every single cell, every single bit of DNA, every molecule within you, working through you, healing you, softening and healing discomfort, softening and healing any errors, any areas which need work and additional attention and healing through the body. And that healing light, you can notice that with each out breath, so the light slowly moves down through you, moving down past your eyes, around your eyes, filling your eyeballs, around your ears, filling your brain, your head, around your teeth, your nose, your tongue, through the whole of your head, and then continuing that healing light, being aware of it moving down and aware of its warmth, moving down through your neck, down your shoulders, down your arms. And I wonder which arm it's going to move down fastest, and aware that as it reaches the fingertips, so it begins to spread down the chest, down your back, through the whole of your body, through your heart, pumping around your body, through your lungs, pumping around your body, through all of your internal organs, through your skin, through your bones, through the whole of you, just filling you with that healing light, and passing that down, all the way down, to your lower back, around your stomach. You can be aware of what colour this healing light is as it moves down to your bum, down your legs, all the way down to the tips of your toes. And then as that light pulses and spreads down a second time through you, you can notice how, as it leaves your feet, it begins to spread out. And with your eyes closed, you can't see it spreading out, but you can feel it spreading out, almost like it's spreading out and cementing the connection you have with the world around you, with your ability to feel connected to the world around you. And you can notice through your eyes the light shining around you, spreading, and that light spreads out to encompass me here as well as you there, making us both a part of the same system, both a part of this experience. And then noticing that you can hear some sounds around you, like you're outside, hearing bird sounds, hearing sounds of a breeze, hearing sounds of a trickling stream. And then as that healing light continues to flow within you and continues to circulate through you with each in-breath and each out-breath, circling in healing and light, and out any discomfort, and out any negativity. And the interesting thing about discomfort is that 70% of it is comfort, and it's always something worth learning from. And those eyes can gently open in this experience, noticing grass flowing and waving in a breeze around your feet, noticing how that grass goes on way off in front of you and all around you, just swaying in a breeze, the softest looking grass you've ever seen, with broad grass leaves. And you reach down and gently touch that grass with your hand, feeling that cool, tickly feeling of that grass waving in the breeze. And noticing a few daisies dotted among that grass and other wildflowers, and finding that you're in a valley with a vast meadow here, and trees and valley walls almost like small mountains, and a waterfall at one end of that water flowing down the waterfall into a stream, that stream passing down the valley, just trickling so gently down the valley, with the most beautiful looking water. And you notice the way the trees gently sway, the way the branches gently move, that rustling leaves sound. Noticing as you gaze up at the sky the way the clouds move and morph so beautifully and so relaxed through the sky, with such perfect looking clouds. And you can hear birds and see some flying, and hear other animals in the distance, and perhaps you can see those other animals in this valley. And you can stand up, and we walk through the valley together. We walk through that grass. You notice the way it moves around your feet. And we walk over to the stream. And as we lean down to that stream and crouch down, you can see yourself reflected in the stream. You can hear as you get closer to it, that bubbling, relaxed, gentle sound of the stream. And we place our hands in the water and feel the coolness of that water, and feel the movement of the water through our fingertips, and splash some of that water gently on your face to help freshen your face and to help connect you with this experience. And then we walk over to the waterfall and see this tall, narrow waterfall flowing down and pouring down to this stream, creating a small rainbow in the sunlight at the base of the waterfall as the spray sprays up into the air, smelling how the air smells fresher with that slight watery smell, and just walking around and exploring this place, and then seeing a flat rock next to the stream. And we both go and sit on that flat rock, facing each other. And then you hear me tell you to close your eyes, as I then ring a singing bowl, and I tell you to focus on the sound of that bowl. Really focus as that note fades, holding your focus to hear the entirety of that note. And you listen to that note, and then I ring that singing bowl again, and then go quiet as you listen to that note. And then I tell you that I'm going to teach you something of great importance. What I'm going to teach you is how to come back to this valley. And this valley is the valley of peace. And you can come back here and explore this valley whenever you like. And you can explore this valley more fully. And when you explore this valley more fully, you become deeper absorbed in your exploration. And as you become deeper absorbed in your exploration, so you can discover more about this valley. You can discover secrets of this valley. You can follow the stream, perhaps going all the way to the lake. You can climb up by the waterfall and explore up high. You can go off into the woodland and find your way through there, or perhaps amble or even absent-mindedly get lost for a while. And this is the valley of peace. And to come back to this valley of peace any time you want, all you have to do is find a safe, comfortable place where you won't be disturbed, where your attention isn't required elsewhere, where you can pay this your full attention and allow yourself to become fully absorbed, and where it's an appropriate time to do so. And you can get yourself comfortable, whether it's sitting or lying down. And you can begin to focus on your breathing. Breathing in, counting to 4. Breathing out, counting to 7. And with each out-breath counting to 7, just as you end that out-breath, you can say to yourself something that you would expect to see in the valley. And you say it as if you can see it, even if right now, at that point of doing this, you can't. And so you breathe in, counting to 4. And then you breathe out, counting to 7. And then you say, perhaps, I can see the grass. And then you breathe in, counting to 4. And then you breathe out, counting to 7. And you say, perhaps, I can see the clouds in the sky. And then you breathe in, counting to 4. And you breathe out, counting to 7. And you say, perhaps, I can see the trees. And after you've said 3 things you would expect to see in the valley, you say 3 things that you expect to hear in the valley. So you breathe in, counting to 4. You breathe out, counting to 7. Perhaps saying, I can hear the sound of the breeze. And then breathe in, counting to 4. And breathe out, counting to 7, keeping it slow and calm the whole time, not trying to rush your way in. The quickest way to go into the experience is to take it slow and relaxed. Perhaps next saying something like, I can hear the sound of the rustling leaves of the trees. Then breathing in, counting to 4, and breathing out, counting to 7, and saying something else you could hear, like perhaps saying, I can hear the sound of the stream. And after you've said 3 things you can see, 3 things you can hear, you say 3 things you can feel. It could be feeling the ground under your feet, feeling that grass, feeling the bark of a tree, feeling the water with your hands in the stream, So you breathe in, counting to 4. Breathe out, counting to 7. Saying something like, I can feel the coolness of the water in the stream on my hand. Breathing in, counting to 4. Breathing out, counting to 7. Perhaps saying something like, I can feel that tickle touch of the soft grass as I reach down and touch the grass. And saying what you would expect to see, hear and feel, even if at first you can't see, hear or feel it. And then restarting that process as you continue to breathe your way into the valley of peace. And when you say things you can see, hear or feel, they can be the same things or different things, as your attention focuses more inwardly on what will be in your experience in that valley. And each time you do this, and each time you say what you can see, hear and feel, it becomes more and more difficult to keep talking to yourself, to keep saying these things. The muscles around your face, your eyes, your neck, your shoulders, through your whole body, just relax deeper and deeper, making you become more absorbed in the experience. And this can be a place to come any time you need to find a sense of peace or tranquility, a place to clear your thinking, your mind, a place to reduce anxiety or worry. In fact, just doing that breathing can connect you with this place, even when consciously you're in an external real world, allowing you to be internally then able to better handle stress, anxiety, worry, and a whole host of different situations. And you can learn from this. And then I stand up and you stand up and we open our eyes. And I walk with you back to the other seat and you sit down in that seat and I guide you back. You find yourself in that stone room. And then you leave the stone room, finding yourself in your home. And you settle down in bed. You close your eyes. And as you comfortably drift asleep all night long, so you internalize the learnings. And you know you can revisit them any time you want to or feel you need to. And you know as you sleep and dream, your brain updates your neurology, making everything you learn here instinctive and a part of who you are as a being. As with repetition, that learning becomes increasingly more instinctive. Like learning to say good morning, learning to know what comes next when someone says A, B, C, D, or knowing what comes next when someone says bar, bar, black sheep. And these things, this learning, through repetition, makes things instinctive and a part of who you are, making it so that you just respond. without thinking about how you respond. And as you know that, you have those thoughts in your mind while you drift and float comfortably and relaxed asleep.